Hello all, welcome back to my channel. It's Future B here with another video, and in this video I'm using some solid nail gel glue to do some full cover nail tips, and I'm going to be painting them. We're going to be going over the pros and cons of solid nail gel glue and giving my thoughts. So I have talked about the solid nail gel glue on my channel before, but that was really my first time usage. This time I really wanted to go over what I think now that I've used this a couple of times. So first things first, don't be like me. Don't skip steps. Before I started doing my nails, I had cut them to the length that I wanted them to be, and I had removed the shine from my nails, but I forgot to go ahead and lay down a base coat before I did the first three nails. Yeah, so then I did the first three nails, realized what I had done, and had to go take them off and redo them again. So before you get started, go ahead and apply a base coat to all of your nails and cure that. That will be what the nail gel glue adheres to. Then, as you can see, I take the nail tip and I grab a little bit of the glue from inside the container and I push it down onto my nails. I really like the way it works because it kind of suctions and adheres to the nail on its own. So whenever you go in to cure it with your nail lamp, it's like already suctioned. Does that make sense? Like you don't have to really hold it down too tightly. It does it on its own. So by now I have gone in and I have fixed the fact that there was no base coat on my nails. And I'm applying my final two nails. Now, what you also see me doing is whenever I have applied too much glue inside the nail tip, I do remove the excess from around the nail before I go in and cure. It's easier to remove it before you cure than to move it after you cure, but there were some bits that I do get on the top of my nail. So as I'm going in to file the nails, you will see me like removing something from over the top of the nails, and that is the glue that dried to the top. So now I'm just filing off the tabs on the end of the nails. Then I will go in and see, there you see me filing. I am removing the shine from the nails, and then I will go in with the base coat. And I will be going in with my colors to make a little design on this nail. So now let's go over my pros and cons. So we really are in a gel X driven era where people really like the convenience of a full cover nail tip whenever they are doing their nails. And this is the same thing. These are jelly nail tips that I did apply, and I just use the nail gel glue to do it. I really like that as you are adhering the glue onto the nail, you can see how much you have. If you are using clear tips, you can see how much you have there. And that's really good to make sure that you're not using like way too much. It adheres to the nail a little bit on its own, so you don't have to hold it down whenever it comes time to cure. And if you know, like it's totally hard to cure your nails whenever you're doing it by yourself. As you can see, whenever I was doing my nails, I did use a mini UV lamp that is attached to my desk. So that made it a lot easier. I didn't have to, hold the nail down as I was doing it. I just held the lamp over the nail and it was all good to go. But I do like it because the adherence to me is tighter. It feels more secure than whenever I'm using simple glue to adhere a full cover nail tip or a press-on nail. One of the cons, I think, would be that it's harder to use the gel glue if you have already made your design on your nail. As you can see, I use clear nail, or if you're using a jelly nail, then the UV lamp would work well. But if you're using the nail gel glue and you've already got a design like on your nail and it's not clear, then the lamp would have a hard time getting down to the gel glue to cure it. Now, this is a very quick application. It took me less than 5 minutes to apply all of my nail tips. So that's great for this entire design. I think it took me probably about 45 minutes, because as you can see, I am only doing one hand in this video, but I did do both hands, so it took me about 45 minutes to do both of my hands together, which is great. That's really good for me. It generally takes me about an hour and a half to do both hands, but I don't always do both hands at the same time. I am going to do a French tip on 3 of my fingers, and then I'm going to do a French tip on 2 of my fingers. I'm going to do a slanted design on my pinky nail, and then we're going to apply some butterflies, because why not? Do some butterflies, and then I'll be applying a little silver onto these nails. Also, as far as pros and cons go, I think that removing these nails is incredibly easy. I wore these nails 2 weeks ago, and it was really easy to just clip them down, and it does work with a soak off. You can file the full cover tips, but just soak them off. It's easier. It comes off kind of like in one piece, not so hard. That I would not say is all that much different than removing other forms of adhesion, but it was easy. So I'm going to put that under the pro category. One thing I don't like is that it's sticky. You really don't want to touch it with your hands. Wear gloves if you're working with it. I was wearing a glove on one hand at the beginning, but wear gloves if you're working with it. You don't really want to touch it with your hands because you don't want that gel to get on your skin. And I think that this is probably one of the easiest, most beginner-friendly adhesion techniques, but it is a little bit sticky, so do remember that. It is a little bit sticky, but in this case, you saw me working with gel polish, and now I'm working with gel paint, working with these stickers. Pretty much everything I've used has required a UV lamp, so it was really easy because I was using the UV lamp to do everything, right? And that's easy. You have fewer essential tools. I really didn't need to use my e-file, but I did. I could have just used a hand file to do what I had to do. So if you don't have all of the tools, really you just need a nail lamp and you're good to go. And these nails came out like way cute. I totally wore these nails for about a week because I really needed some quick nails. And look at that. So, would you try this?